Well, welcome to the May edition of Stitch and Bee. This month, we meet the second Saturday of every month, but this month we're meeting at Faith Lutheran Church, which is right across from the funeral home. And we couldn't be at the funeral home today.
Because it was occupied. So,
Enough.
we're across the street.
We're across the street. It's just fine. It's all good. And I promise we meet in the community room at the funeral home, okay? It's just fine.
Quite nice.
It's quite nice. Right, but it's nice to have a plan B also available to us. Okay, so today we're doing things just a tiny bit differently. I'm Linda, and this is Echo, of course.
Yeah.
And we are going to show you what we're working on, and we're going to go around the room. You're going to meet some people who are laughing at us right now.
Yeah, I keep looking at Brienne because she's laughing.
Yeah, what's up with that? But anyway. Okay, a piece I finished this month that I brought is my first Hands Across the Sea sampler. And I'm sorry I can't remember what it's called because I wasn't going to stitch her name. For those of you who aren't really big on that, I apologize, but I put my name at the bottom of the sampler instead of the name of the person who actually stitched it. That was more important to me.
Okay, so we need more information about this super cute cream of orts soup can.
No pun intended, super cute. This is a cross-stitch pattern that was given out to shops to pass out free to their patrons by Shakespeare's peddler, Teresa Vanette, years ago, cream of ort cross-stitch soup. And it's got the little UPC code and everything.
It is so cute. Thank you.
Chris, this embroidery project, what's it called?
It's the Book of Berries by Lauren Sauer.
Okay, Book of Berries, and this was a class that Kathy took, and she's working on these. They're just gorgeous, and they're
So pretty.
They're teeny for me. And then,
Hello, Ma. How are you today?
I'm great. What are you stitching on?
Well, I am stitching on the Humble Sampler from Mojo Stitches. And I'm stitching this on some 36 count vintage bisque linen from Lakeside.
That is so pretty. I
Thank
love
you.
The coloring.
The colors are really pretty. And I'm using an assortment of Weeks Dye Works, Gentle Arts, and Classic Colorworks. And it's turning out to be a really fun stitch.
So what about this pattern did you like? What called to you on this pattern?
You know, the colors. There's a pop of red throughout, and I like the vertical shape of the sampler.
Yeah, that is unique. You can definitely get an interesting frame for it or a stand-up, either way.
So it's turning out to be a really fun stitch. And I'm really happy to be here today at Stitching in Bee.
Yay! Kathy. Your work is beautiful, and I appreciate your time.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Okay, what are you stitching on?
I just finished. Hats off to Uncle Sam. It's a blackbird design, small round design. It's finished on a drum in the pattern. I have a wooden box with a lid that slides off of it that I'm going to put it on.
Well, that'll be cute.
And since I
I
finished,
like that material. It's got some
this is
interesting colors in it.
32 count murky,
Murky.
And
Well, it
I-
kind of looks murky.
and I did the call for colors.
Yeah. You got
And so
another one
then
here?
I picked up summer salt boxes by Plum Street Samplers.
Nice.
Started on the gray one.
That's what you have in your hoop here?
Yes.
All those little windows, huh?
Yes. I'm doing that on 36 count dirty chai from Grace Notes Fabric, and I'm using the called for colors with that.
Nice.
And these are finished off to look like a Polaroid. I'm
Okay.
not gonna do that.
Yeah, we don't do Polaroids anymore, do we?
My kids
I
do.
did the spring ones, and I just did the white border around
I like
them.
that. Yeah, it still looks like a
So-
picture.
Yeah.
Those are cute. Okay, as we were talking, I noticed this little basket you have. You need to tell us about this. What is this?
Okay. This is a Longenberger basket. It's the small gathering basket with the auto lid. It's supposed to be for like in your car, and then you can put stuff in it. I don't know.
What'd you put in it? It looks like you specialize this.
I did. I put a flower frog for scissors in one hole. I put a tin cup for orts. Put a little pin cushion there. This is like a kid's muffin cup tray. And I just put some there. I put a little bling on it. Decorated it up a little bit.
That is so cute. I think everybody needs some kind of basket, so I think there's a few in this room that think that we should all have a basket, so
Definitely.
thank you very much. Okay, Echo, what are you stitching on?
So we're still working on the tent maker by Carolyn Manning. Almost halfway done, but
Oh, the colors are looking so pretty.
well, that's why I picked it, because I love the colors.
Okay. What else? What else are you working on?
And real quick, I'm going to interject. Is Carolyn Manning not a very local designer
Yes,
for us?
very local designer. We've actually met her, and the one design that Justine had for her opening was by Carolyn Manning, and she signed everybody's patterns. It was awesome.
So we have her signature.
Yeah, we have her signature. So the other project I'm working on is my socks still. I got past the heel, and I'm going down the foot.
Wow, colors.
Yeah, well, that's the hand dyed
Yeah.
that we did. And then our new project is we're doing a Sal with Mona, and Loma and I both want to do it. Well, you and I both want to do it.
Yeah.
But we don't need two of these in our house, so you're gonna work on it some, and then pass it to me, and I'll work on it some.
Yeah, joint Sal, I guess you could say. We'll see how this looks as we go on. Thank you. So Linda, what are you stitching on right now?
Well, I'm working on a Brenda Gervais pattern called Faith of the Heart, and I like the saying so much, God finds a low branch for the bird that cannot fly. And besides liking that so much, it ticks a whole bunch of boxes for me. It has words.
Tick, tick,
It has a house.
tick,
The house is red.
tick. Anything else?
Where are the bees? Where are the bees?
Oh, you might have to add a bead to it.
I could, you know,
Patriotic.
it's not,
Red, white, and blue.
it's got red, white, and blue. Yeah, so I think it checks a lot of boxes for me.
Yeah.
And I'm just really enjoying this a lot. It's fun.
So I really, really like how the bird is kind of popping right now. I know it's probably going to be a little more balanced later when you have more in it, but you had something about the bird there, didn't you?
Yeah, it was very interesting because the color that is called for, what was it?
Mountain mist.
Mountain mist, thanks, is green. And so this bird is pretty clearly blue on the pattern, so I did not use the mountain mist. So I've switched that this blue that they said is supposed to be mountain mist, I'm using dolphin on that. And the fabric is a 32 count, not another sampler.
Well, we'll have to see how your progress is in the next episode.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Sure.
All right, Mona, we saw this pattern, and we just have to get some more details about it.
Yeah, I fell in love with it. It is the Heartstring Samplery Scary Sampler. I like anything that has fun movie and TV references to things I love. And so far, this is where I'm at.
Gorgeous.
And if you look at the back, it tells you that the moon is actually the Death Star.
Yes.
From Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope. This is Bleak House. No, the quote is Bleak House by Charles Dickens. The house is Thornfield Hall from Jane Eyre. The Whomping Willow tree is from Harry Potter. There's a roach from Men in Black. There's all sorts of fun stuff. These are
I mean, look at the little aliens. They're so
the
cute.
alien heads from Close Encounters of the Third Kind. These are demigorgons from Stranger Things. These are the pterodactyls from Jurassic Park. And there's a lot more. There's a lot more insights. The numbers
The
are from the
more-
show Lost.
The more
That's-
you look at it, the more
Yes.
you find.
Yep, I absolutely love it. And it's a super fun stitch. So,
Love it.
yep, loving it, loving it.
All right, Shannon.
I am working on Brenda Gervais pattern. I have this book, Seasons of the Heart, and this is the summer stitch from Seasons of the Heart by Brenda Gervais. And I just started it. This is day 3 because I've decided to start a 5x5
Yeah.
rotation, and I started this month in May. So this is the 3rd chart I've stitched on, and this is the 3rd day. So 2 more days after this, and then I'll switch to my number 4 pick for the month. So
Got a lot done in just 3 days.
yeah, it goes pretty well. I think this is a 28 even weave, but it is the same as Linda's. I think it's not another sampler. So I'm not sure who the dyer is of that, but the name of the fabric is not another sampler. So that is the Stitches of the Heart Summer.
Are you gonna do the one that's at the top there?
Yep, that's spring. There are 4 seasons.
Get it without the glare. There we go.
And then these are the autumn and the winter.
Ooh, I love that.
I got this
one.
after the market a year ago, and I
Oh.
had just now getting going.
Hey, at least you're working on it.
Yeah.
All right, we've got some very shiny fabric over here. What are we making?
It's a monthly pattern called, oh, I forgot. It's hands-on design. Hello there. So every month it's hello and then the new month. I'm on May right now. My goal is to finish it this weekend. But yeah, I'm obsessed with the glittery fabric. I know it has a name specifically, but I don't know what they call it.
And you've already done January, February,
Yeah.
March, and April, right?
Yeah. So these are kind of only the big goals I have for myself for the year, is just to do this every month. So
Awesome.
they've been really fun because I love bright colors. I don't know if you can tell by my bags
Oh, I love that.
and things. Bright colors are my thing. So
Yeah.
really enjoyed it.
We also want you to know that we have some things coming up in June. We are going to do a Patriotic Smalls Exchange. That means whatever you want it to mean, basically. I'm having a little problem with my item. I finished and I don't want to give it away. But you have to. But I have to, either that or I have to stitch it over again really fast. One or the other.
One or the other.
And then but that's June, but then also in June, we are going to try ice dyeing. And Echo, you want to talk about that
Yeah.
just briefly?
So my sister and I had tried ice dyeing one time, and the results were awesome. So I figured most of the people here might enjoy that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some tubs with some racks, and then everybody can bring their own fabric or whatever they want, Ada, linen, whatever. And their dye has to be the dry RIT dye. And what we're going to do is we're going to lay the fabric down, put a whole bunch of ice on top, then sprinkle the dye and leave it outside while we're stitching. So by the time you're done stitching, you can just take your container home, wash it, and you'll have a beautiful colored whatever fabric you want. Plus, I really like dyeing, and it's my birthday month, so little party for me.
And I'm sure she'll have a crown too, since it's June. Then in July, we are going to meet at Welcome Stitchery, and we'll stitch down there. She has, if you haven't been there recently, she has also got the use of another room where she's located, and we'll be able to stitch down there. In August, the second Saturday in August, is the yearly quilt show here in Blue Earth. It's called the Blue Earth Quilt Expo, and that's held out at the high school, and that's Friday night, all day Saturday and Sunday. And we will be stitching out there. So you're welcome to come stitch there. Plus there'll be beautiful quilts to see.
Lots of quilts.
Lots of quilts. There will be a bed turning, which means we're showing lots and lots of star quilts this year. There will be a special guest speaker at 2 o'clock on Saturday if that interests you. There will be other things coming up that we will talk to you about in future months. Okay, so that kind of gives you a lowdown of what we've got going on. And then Loma, who is our tech person here, in other words, she has the skills
Come
the
here,
rest
sis.
of us don't. Ooh, on camera, I'm excited.
Hi.
Hi.
I do want to note, watch the Facebook page because we're going to make sure that we are putting up event information to, thank you, event information. So when we have a meeting or anything like that, you can actually have it as an event and say you're coming or not coming. We'll have more information on there. So just make sure that we're
Okay.
looking at the Facebook page. We're going to try very hard to keep that updated and have the future events on there before they happen.
In case you want to drive down to Blue Earth and join us.
Yeah.
And now that happens on a frequent basis because today, for example, we have 3 people who drove all the way from Minneapolis to come down here and stitch. And we have really, people are driving in all around because Blue Earth not only has a local needlework shop, we have a quilt shop, we have a yarn shop, we have some other specialty stores.
I like to call it the craft mecca.
Yes.
Of southern Minnesota,
Of
however.
southern Minnesota, yes.
So besides getting to see all those things, you get to come see us, so really, that,
I mean, we are pretty awesome.
okay.
Okay.
Thank you, R2.
Oh,
Thanks,
how sweet.
Mona.
Welcome.
And just letting you know, I welcome Stitchery, and they have announced this, so they will be at StitchCon Weekend A, so that you can meet Justine, Shelley, Shannon, Morgan, and then I will be at StitchCon Weekend B with hopefully a couple other of our members. So hope to see you there.
Yay.
But anyway.
Well, I know, she's hiding back there.
Oh,
Say
okay.
hi, Mona.
Oh, and I hope you've noticed my crown. So our dear friend Mona has decided we need to celebrate birthdays at Stitch and Bee because birthdays are important. So when it's your birthday, you get a crown and a present, and it's.
I get it next month,
Happy birthday! When's your birthday?
June 11th.
Oh,
So
my-
next month.
Well, next month.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. Okay. There's my birthday pin cushion came in. See, we get a little birthday pin cushion with these little cute bee pins and chocolate, of course. Because chocolate snacks, they're a part of Stitch and Bee.
They're
And we-
essential.
Essential.
Yeah.
And
Chocolate's essential.
We have good snacks today.
So, a few of us in this group are part of the Main Street Sewing Society, and we do a quilt of honor every year, which we give to some of our veterans in the county. So, this fabric was donated from our local shop, which is Welcome Stitchery, and we had decided that we're going to do a round robin. So, this is the whole piece, and 3 people have stitched so far. So, we have some more people that are going to be stitching. It is a linen. I'm going to try to stitch on it. I've never stitched on a linen before. But we have a book with some patterns and some flosses that, you know, just the flosses that have already been used. But if you are local and want to stitch on this, just let us know and we'll pass it on to you. It's probably going to go around for a year or longer, because we're always making quilts, so it'll be great.
So thank you so much. Please subscribe. Please tell your friends. And